Hi, I'm Tom with Kuat Racks. I'm going to talk about our Alpha and our Beta hitch mount hanging style bike rack. Both of the bike racks weigh less than 15 pounds, so they're really easy to use. They're really easy to remove as well as install back into the hitch. Now we'll go over some of the features of the rack. This is the Alpha that we have in the hitch. This is our three bike hanging style bike rack. Starting at the bottom, again, it has that hand tightening cam system. So as you turn this knob, it draws down inside the receiver and takes out all the movement in the rack, so that way your bikes get a really solid ride. As it moves up, the way the rack works is removing the pin in the back will allow the rack to pivot up. This gives you that platform where you can hang your bikes. Sliding the pin back in will secure the rack into place. Now on the back of the rack, there are little tension knobs. The little tension knobs, turning those down, will decrease any of that little minor movement in the rack. So at those pivot points, it takes out any movement, kind of like the hand tight cam system does in the receiver. On the top of the rack, you have three cradles or three trays for those bikes to sit in. Now these pivot, so depending on which way you lay your bikes, they can move either way. So bikes are laid all on here in an alternating position. If you look at this one in the upright position, this one's going to go next to that tube, where it comes down from the seat. The bottom one is that AntiSway. The top one goes over the top tube. Closer to the front fork on the front of the bike, both straps will wrap over the top of that top tube and ratchet it down. So a little bit of security with the Alpha. The Alpha does come with a locking hitch pin for the receiver. It also comes with a cable lock for the outside. What this does is, as you remove this cable or pull it out, it allows you to secure that outside bike. Wraps around the frame and back into the rack. Now this is keyed by itself, so it's not a key that you want to lose. Stowing it back away, it'll slide back into the rack and hold into place, so it's not going to end up bouncing down the road for you. Now, the Alpha comes in a 2-inch as well as an 1.25 inch for your receiver. So depending on which vehicle you drive and which receiver you have will depend on which rack you buy. This rack also comes in a really cool white like this, and then also our signature black chrome as you see on the Beta. Now the Beta is the 2-bike version of the Alpha. It's a little less featured, does not come with the cable lock on the outside, and will hold 2 bikes. I've got this one in the stowaway position. This is kind of a neat feature for both the Alpha and the Beta, is how compact they are and how easy they are to stow away. The whole arm will pivot all the way back around, drawing itself up and allowing the rack to have a really sleek, kind of slim profile, allowing you to lay this behind the seat in a truck, in a trunk, really stow it about anywhere. So it's that rack that's not going to take up a lot of space and hold your bikes all the way down the road. So that's our Alpha and our Beta.